It is 10 p.m. and your house is completely silent. You are relaxing on the couch, finally winding down from a long day, when suddenly your cat freezes. Their ears twitch, their eyes lock onto an empty corner of the room, and they watch something completely invisible float across the ceiling. Are they seeing ghosts, or are they simply going crazy? No, the truth is far more profound. Right now, your feline companion is trapped in a chaotic, glowing world of hidden signals and shifting fields that your human brain is biologically incapable of processing. Today, we are cracking open the hidden matrix your cat lives in. I am going to show you how your cat is experiencing a reality you cannot even imagine, and reveal the one common item in your house that is secretly driving their senses insane. I have dug deep into the latest research to understand exactly what is happening inside your cat's eyes and ears. The science is clear that compared to our feline friends, human beings are virtually blind and deaf. We are forcing these biological superpredators, creatures designed to hear the heartbeat of the forest, to live in our modern, noisy homes. Once you understand these 5 hidden senses, you will immediately realize why your cat acts so strangely. You will never look at your feline companion in quite the same way again.
Let us start with the first hidden reality, the glowing world of ultraviolet light. You might think you know every inch of your house, but your cat is living in a completely different dimension. There is a band of light all around you right now, bouncing off your walls and traveling through the air that you cannot see. For a long time, scientists assumed only creatures like insects and birds could detect ultraviolet light, because the lenses in human eyes actively block these wavelengths. But your cat's lenses allow significant amounts of ultraviolet light to pass directly through to their retinas. This means that the mundane world to us is glowing with brilliant biotrails and intricate patterns to them. They see secret markings on flowers that glow like landing strips and shifting shapes completely hidden from our view. When your cat stares intently at what looks like a blank wall or an empty floor, they are not staring at nothing. They are watching a secret layer of reality, a visual ecosystem in constant motion that your eyes will never access. But their vision is only the beginning of the mystery. The second incredible sense they possess is their biological and emotional radar. Have you ever noticed your cat suddenly rubbing against you when you are feeling sad, or quietly positioning themselves near you when you are stressed? This is not a coincidence, nor is it a guess. Your cat can actually smell your emotions. When your mood shifts, your body releases tiny biochemical changes into the air. Cortisol, adrenaline, and dopamine all subtly alter your scent. And to your cat, each of these human emotions has a distinct physical smell. They do not need you to say a word to know you are hurting. Furthermore, they can actually hear the rhythm of your heart beating from across the room. Their ears are so finely tuned that they can detect the microscopic movements of your muscles and the tiny creaks of your bones as you shift your weight. They hear your breathing change when anxiety sets in, picking up on your emotional state as a physical, measurable signal. They are not just pets, they are deeply empathetic emotional radar systems, naturally attuned to the subtle changes in your soul. This deep sensitivity brings us to the third hidden power, their extraordinary early warning system. Have you ever seen your cat suddenly get restless, pace the room, or hide under a bed for no apparent reason, only for a severe storm to roll in an hour later? They were not being dramatic. They were feeling the weather change before the clouds even gathered. Cats are acutely sensitive to sudden shifts in atmospheric barometric pressure. As the pressure drops, their ears and whiskers pick up the faintest tremors in the environment long before you hear the first crack of thunder. And it is not just storms. Cats can feel the approach of an earthquake. Before an earthquake shakes the surface, the ground releases fast, subtle vibrations known as P waves. The sensitive pads on your cat's paws act as built-in sensors, picking up these early tremors minutes before the main shock wave arrives. They're quietly preparing themselves for nature's next subtle shift, while we sit blissfully unaware. They are deeply connected to the Earth's breath, responding to whispers in the air that we have long forgotten how to hear. That connection to the Earth leads us into their fourth secret ability, the internal compass. Imagine for a moment that your cat is navigating an invisible map, one drawn in forces you have never seen. There is growing evidence that cats can perceive the magnetic field of the Earth, an ancient guidance system etched into their very instincts. This phenomenon, known as magnetoreception, acts as a natural GPS. The Earth is covered in unseen magnetic rivers flowing all around us, and your cat may be silently reading these invisible forces. This explains why your cat might circle a few times before resting, aligning their body in a specific direction, like a needle in an ancient dial. It is also the hidden thread that allows lost cats to find their way home across miles of strange, unfamiliar terrain. To them, the journey home is not just about following a familiar scent. It is about feeling the pull of an invisible thread, a psychic north that always guides them back to where they belong. However, this profound sensitivity to the unseen world has a darker side, bringing us to the fifth and most crucial point. Your cat's superpowers are incredible, but they can also be a hidden curse in our modern lives. While you enjoy the quiet convenience of your home, your cat is living inside a chaotic electronic symphony. Human hearing taps out at around 20,000 hertz, but cats can hear frequencies all the way up to 64,000 hertz, and perhaps even higher. This means that the electronic devices in your home, your Wi-Fi router, your chargers, and your smart television on standby, are all screaming in high-frequency ultrasonic pitches that you cannot hear. To a cat, a router might sound like an endless rhythmic clicking or a high-pitched hum. They can even detect the faint electromagnetic energy patterns and static fields flowing through the electrical wires hidden inside your walls. This is the missing piece of the puzzle, the reason your home might be secretly overwhelming your beloved companion. We are outfitting our living spaces with more ultrasonic emitting technology than ever before, unknowingly polluting our cat's delicate sensory ecosystem. Your house is a sensory minefield. If your cat is frequently anxious, pacing endlessly, or over-grooming themselves, they might be suffering from deep sensory overload. They are trying to survive in a modern, tech-filled environment with the biological radar of an ancient hunter. But you have the power to change this and give them the peace they deserve. You must create sensory safe zones within your home. Start by unplugging unnecessary electronics and giving your cat high resting places far away from pulsing Wi-Fi routers. Avoid sudden, chaotic movements and loud, unpredictable noises that overwhelm their nervous system. Soften their world by playing low-frequency, calming music, and respect their need to retreat into quiet darkness. You and your cat share the same physical home, but you are living in two completely different realities. They are the guardians of a hidden sensory universe, walking a bridge between the physical world and the unseen. By understanding the glowing colors they see, the silent heartbeats they hear, and the invisible magnetic rivers they follow, you can finally honor the beautiful, complex world they inhabit. It is time to start respecting their reality, and in doing so, deepen the incredible unspoken bond you share.